Okay, let's just make sure of
I'm making some talking points.
Okay, it's good to make talking points. We are having conversation. I'm looking at the camera, I'm having conversation. I'm looking at the camera, I'm having conversation. Now it's your turn to talk.
I'm having a conversation.
Welcome to Brotherly Conversations. I'm here with my co-star.
Coast, like a coaster.
I'm here with my co-star.
Your brother. I'm your freaking brother.
Joseph Cohn.
Sup?
And Noah Cohn. And this podcast is called Brotherly Conversations, where we're going to get down to the last brain cell between us.
As you can see, we already started with a bunch. So maybe we'll have like a running tab in the top left corner of this video showing how many brain cells we are currently losing.
And comment what topics you want us to talk about.
Everything is open. Nothing's off limits.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just a little bit of thunder.
Upstairs, like rolling around. What's going on here?
Either the neighbor or the thunder. Either way, I'm just gonna get right into it.
Yeah, please.
So, for all of you viewers at home that are not aware, I have a couple social media accounts, and my brother seems to be negatively commenting on every single post.
Just trying to help.
I can't believe this is my brother. Why would you post this? I am not related to him. So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, let's. See, as your brother, whatever you do, let's preface this by saying I'm the older brother. So whatever my younger brother does is a direct reflection on me and my parents, but we'll put them off to the side. So when my younger brother posts stupid things of them like hunting out in the outback, trying to lift up a tree trunk, saying this is a typical day in Virginia, I don't want to be associated with that. I'm sorry. It might hurt. It might sting a little, but that's the sad truth.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty of that.
Yeah, also,
it wasn't a tree trunk. It was driftwood.
Same thing. No, it came from a tree.
Maybe, maybe not.
Where else would it have come from? Bro, the guy upstairs is going to come through the roof.
We have a new co-star and we just started the podcast and just fall straight through the roof.
Seriously. But yeah, no, I mean, like, you're trying to make it. I shouldn't crap on your parade.
Man,
you're right.
Be more supportive.
I am supportive. That's why I pointed out your spelling mistake today. Did you fix it?
I don't see no spelling mistake. I think you were just reading it.
Y-P-U?
Y-O-U.
You didn't write Y-O-U. You wrote Y.
You go ahead, look at it right now.
We're going to cut to commercial break. Do we have commercials?
We're currently not sponsored by anyone.
Oops. Yeah, see, let's see here. Oh, see, you updated it. Shkoyach.
I think you misread.
No, I didn't misread. I have a gripe with Amazon, Jeff Bezos.
So you let me get this straight. You have a gripe with Amazon, like Amazon the company,
yes,
and then differently Jeff Bezos, or is it connected?
It's connected.
It's connected. Okay,
it's connected.
So it's Jeff Bezos and his.
Well, it's his
Amazon.
company.
His company. So the word Amazon, or like what they do?
Well, they're really good at getting you your products, like same day, next day.
Of course, everything from
Amazing.
A to Z.
Amazing, really good. Sometimes the quality is not all there. You know, like I just recently bought a pocket knife.
Pocket knife. And see, now what are you going to be doing with said pocket knife?
That's not important, and it's not for this podcast. Maybe on a future podcast we can show you what we do with the pocket knife. But regardless, needless to say, it came, and it didn't meet my expectations. And they're very good with the return policy. But I want to know, like, you bring me my package, so you should come and pick up my package if I want to return it. I don't have to go now stand in the line at Whole Foods, wait 30 minutes for some lady to come say, okay, next, you're all good. And, like, such a waste of my time. Like, you drop off my package, pick up my package. That's all I have to say, you know?
Okay, there's a lot of things that I said in this. Let's start off with number one. Did you not read the reviews
I did.
On the knife?
I read the reviews. They were good reviews.
You watched the video.
I wanted a spring-loaded thing, a spring-loaded knife. It came. It's not spring-loaded.
So what?
So I have to return it.
Okay, fine.
I'm not going to be in the car hanging upside down, needing a knife to cut my seatbelt, and not have something spring-loaded. You know I'm gonna be there for a while.
That's true.
Slow retractable thing.
You're driving on the highway. Boom! Fall off a cliff. Oh my gosh! We've landed in a ravine. The car is filling up with water. Oh, I need to grab my pocket knife. Oh my gosh! It's not spring loaded. I can't cut my seatbelt. Right. I doubt that's the thing going through your mind. Oh my gosh! It's not spring loaded. Let me just throw away the knife.
Yeah, I mean, like in your scenario, the spring would prove to be pointless because it would rust by the time I needed to get to it. The car was filling up. Regardless, they should come and pick up my packages. My humble opinion, they have the manpower. They get me my package sometimes the same day. They can come and pick it up the next day. They're always in the neighborhood.
Okay, so you're saying that they should make a new component to Amazon called Amazon Pickup.
Yes. They already have that. Well, they have those are storage lockers, and I don't want
Amazon lockers.
Yeah, but that's not the same as picking up my returnable.
So you want them to go to every person's house?
Well, not everybody's returning something.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people return stuff.
Whatever.
Okay, fine.
It was an idea.
That's the issue with Amazon. Now let's talk about your gripe with Jeff Bezos. What does he have to do with this?
I don't have a gripe with him.
You think he's sitting there in his office or hotel or house or wherever is like, Joseph Cohn, yeah. Don't make sure he doesn't get any of his packages.
Yeah. They also delivered it to my neighbor, which is like crazy because he's 2109, I'm 2108.
Okay, so then the Amazon driver's dyslexic. What do you want?
How do you mess up 9 and 8? And then they wasn't even at my neighbor's place. They took it inside and then they brought it back out. Like, oh, this is not for me.
Well, maybe they opened it. They're like, oh shoot.
It's not a spring-loaded knife. Yeah, basically. But yeah, so now we're here. Go return that at some point.
Was it a cool knife?
Yeah, I had a flashlight, but I couldn't figure out how to get the batteries.
What kind of knife do you have that has a flashlight on it?
It was cool. It had a flashlight, bottle opener, the whole 9 yards. I should have brought it.
This was like a Swiss Army knife then?
No. It was a pocket knife. But it was all built into one. It was cool, but
was it click like a flashlight?
No, I think it was a twist, but I couldn't get the battery in because they give you the world's smallest batteries.
Would you want AAA or AA batteries or a D battery with this tiny knife that's probably about this size, which is like 5-6 inches?
Yeah, that'd be useful.
Like if you go on a plane, like you have to pack it in your suitcase.
Right.
Unless it's under 3 inches.
Oh, don't get me started about planes.
Well, what are your gripes with
gripe about plane? I don't know if it's a gripe about the plane.
Plane exactly? Like
no, maybe. Well, I do have a gripe about the plane, but let's start with the gripe about TSA.
Okay, wait. Before we get into TSA and planes, can we just first talk about like how there was this Malaysian airline that just vanished out of nowhere?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, I don't know. Like, okay, I misplaced like a pen or a piece of paper. I don't see how somebody can just misplace a whole plane.
It happens.
It happens.
You misplace your keys. Honestly, I think what it was is like a Disneyland parking lot situation where you park your car, you go, you enjoy the attractions, and you come back and you're like, oh, dude, where did I park my car?
Dude, where's my car?
So it's the same thing. He probably parked his plane in some airport somewhere.
What about like the hundreds of passengers? Oh,
they all forgot.
We just sat down and then it's like, oh.
Did you just have a stroke?
No, that's probably what happened.
Oh, yeah.
They just sat down and then just nothing.
Probably.
Disappeared. The greatest Houdini act the world has ever seen.
True.
Okay, now what are your gripes with TSA? Okay. You don't like the pat downs they've been giving you recently?
No, the pat downs are fine.
Probably like something to do with your Bin Laden beard.
If they focused a little more on my lower back, that'd be nice. But no, my problem with TSA starts with checking your bag. You get 50 pounds for your suitcase. Now, if you're a really tiny person and you wear really small clothing, 50 pounds is a lot. You get a lot of outfits in there. But when you're 6'6", 6'3", however tall you are.
6'3". Okay, let's not be taking off inches.
Sorry. When you're 6'3", your clothes are a little bigger. They're got more material, they weigh more. So you put them in your suitcase. You know, you're going on vacation for 7 days. You put them in your suitcase.
Okay, I'm with you so far. Put it in your suitcase.
Yeah, and Before you know it, you're 60 pounds.
I don't know how you get from 50 to 60 pounds with putting some clothes in your suitcase, but
You know, you put the shoes, a couple pairs of pants, a couple t-shirts, some boxers, some undershirts.
okay, well, I think you're packing wrong. See, you are putting too much heavy items in the actual check-in.
Well,
You have to
let
put
me
it
get
into
there.
the carry-on.
Well, in a second.
Because most of the time they don't actually
Let
check
me get
the
there.
carry-on.
Let me get there. You're jumping the gun.
Oh.
Now you get to TSA to check your bag in. They're like, sir, it's overweight. You got to take some things out.
Do you use the shoe technique?
Of course. But sometimes it's
It's
still
still overweight with the shoe technique?
Listen. So, sir, you're going to have to take some things out. Like, this just happened to my buddy, Aaron. Going back to LA, his suitcase was 15 pounds over. He didn't want to pay for the overweight.
Of course. Who wants to pay for the overweight charge?
I'd rather a speeding ticket. It's less.
I'd rather put on the clothes and go onto the plane.
So he's in the airport.
No, wait, hold on.
No.
This is my issue. Is okay, you're gonna charge me for the overweight, but it's still going on the plane. So it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
The weight is not the issue. It's just you want to make a quick extra buck.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But it's not a buck. It's an extra like $50.
But that's what I'm saying. What difference does it make if it's under the plane or on the plane? And you have no overweight fee for fat people.
That's true.
I don't know. This podcast may be fat phobic, but
I'm not fat phobic.
Well, we could change that. Nothing against like normal fat people. I'm talking about like the obese people that like make it their lifestyle and life mission to be fat. Those are the people I'm talking about.
Like the ones who buy 3 seats.
They should buy 3 seats. They never once bought 3 seats. My wife and I were flying back from New York once, and she had the window and I had the aisle naturally, so I could stick my feet out.
Of course.
Obviously.
If you're above 6 feet and you get any seat besides for the aisle, then you're not actually 6 feet. You're one of those like, oh, I'm 6 foot, but really like 5'11". Like, get out of here.
Right. So naturally, we had the side seats, the aisle and the window. And this behemoth of a woman comes on the plane, munching on a ham sandwich.
Can we give this behemoth a name? Samantha, maybe?
We'll call her Karen.
Karen. This Karen.
And she pulls up, looks at me. I look at her. She looks at me. I look at her. She's like,
then you look at her again? Or
no,
she looks at you?
No.
Did you guys ever exchange eye contact?
Absolutely not.
She's like, it sounds like you guys exchanged eye contact. You got her phone number too?
No. And she's like, I'm in the middle. I was like, okay, great. So I had to get up off my seat. She's like, do you want to sit in the middle? I was like, no, I'm okay, thank you. So she plops down in the middle. I immediately lost my armrest. Gone. Like the Malaysian airplane. Just gone.
Just gone.
You can't find it anymore.
Disappear.
She sits down. She plops down her tray table. Not even 3 seconds after sitting down, she got a ham sandwich on her tray table, munching away.
She got hungry. It was a lot to sit down.
I don't know, man. All I'm just saying is that, like, when you're that large and you got spillage onto your neighbor's seats, I think you should buy 2 seats.
I hear that. Well, speaking about, like, sitting in between people, there was this one time, I don't know if you remember, we were on an airplane from New York going to California, coming back from a basketball tournament, and I think, I don't know, I had a window seat, or you had
the window seat. I had the aisle seat. And Muhammad had the middle seat.
If you want to call him Muhammad, pretty much this guy, I don't know if, we don't know what his ethnicity was, but a pretty big dude. I wouldn't say so much fat, but like, okay, he's sitting next to us, whatever, okay, the plane ride's taking off, whatever. And then he like, hey, excuse me, and like, to like both of us is like, we're like, yeah, what's up? It's like, do you have a charger? I'm like, iPhone charger? What kind of charger do you need? He's like, for my anklet. I'm like, what do you mean you need a charger for your anklet? This man
was on parole. He was on the run.
He had an anklet on his leg and he had to charge it so that way he wouldn't die. Like, how do you get onto the plane?
Yeah. I've noticed you haven't been making too much eye contact with the audience. And they're getting a little pissed.
We're having a conversation.
Right. But what I think is the problem is that the light you have behind it is so effing bright that I'm looking at the camera, I'm going blind.
No, it's good. It's showing our faces. Or
nobody wants to see our pores.
Maybe you don't have such beautiful features, but neither do I. But that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there.
It's here and there. For all you non-Floridians, I hope it's okay that people know we're from Florida.
Now we're from Florida. Originally from California. Now we're in Florida.
Imagine. I want to paint you a picture. Paint you a picture. Close your eyes.
For the audio listeners at home, this will really hit home.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
If we are
You're in LA.
audio.
It's July time.
Okay, my eyes are closed. In LA, it's July.
It's about 110 degrees.
Ooh, it's hot.
It's a hot day. Definitely a day for the pool and Slurpees. And you decided to go outside wearing a sweater and sweatpants.
By any chance, is it July 11th or?
No.
No. Okay, so you're not getting a free Slurpee.
No free Slurpee.
Is that the equation? So I have to pay for my Slurpee when there's a 110-degree hot day.
Yes. And you decided to go outside wearing a black sweater and black sweatpants.
What? Are you trying to rob somebody? Why are you going out with black sweaters and black sweatpants?
Because that's what you had on. You were chilling inside. You decided you needed to go out, run an errand. You put on sweatpants and a sweater. Now that feeling of being suffocated, that's humidity. That's going to be like that throughout the whole summer here in Florida. But you know what? The land of the free. You know, Santa's just said that at the end of May and all of June, you could buy any gun, any ammunition, any accessories tax free. So I'm sure that people are going to be stockpiling their arsenals.
That's good.
We'll probably get like an AR or something for this wall. It's pretty empty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would want to put an AR on the wall because if I'm in my room, which is not right by this wall, and a burglar walks in, and it's like, oh, cool, I don't even have to bring my own weapon to shoot you.
Okay. All right. I want to play a little game with you here.
Okay. I like playing
Rank
games.
These types of deaths without coming and knowing what comes next.
I'm personally feeling these deaths?
Yeah, you're dying.
I'm the one causing these deaths.
No, you are the one dying.
Okay.
1 out of 5. We'll say 1 is the best way to die. 5 is the worst.
1 is like the way I would want to go out. 5 is like, okay, please just no.
Yes. Okay. Getting shot.
Am I bleeding out or like I get shot, I'm dead? Like instant death.
You just get shot.
What does that mean? I just get shot. Do I get shot in the
shoulder? In the stomach. You get shot in the stomach.
So I'm bleeding out profusely.
Yeah.
Do I know how to help myself?
No. Just answer the question.
Rank it. There's a lot of questions.
No question. No follow-up question. Rank it 1 to 5.
We'll go with a 3.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Yes.
Actually. Are you planning on shooting me?
No. A car crash.
You see, both can have me start bleeding a lot. Broken bones with the car crash.
Right.
We'll go with a 4.
4. Okay. Falling off a cliff.
Falling off a cliff. Like I go. How big is the cliff?
100 feet.
100 feet. Oh, so I'm splat done.
Right.
Okay, so I'll put it. But then falling. That's gonna be not so pleasant. But if I imagine it's skydiving, I guess, then we'll go 2.
You can imagine that it's bungee jumping without the bungee.
Without the bungee. Oh yeah, have fun. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bungee.
Getting stabbed.
1 time, twice?
Just getting stabbed. Do what you want with that information. If you want to get stabbed multiple times, you get stabbed multiple times.
We'll put that at 5.
5. Okay.
Now
getting hung is the number 1 way you would like to die. We could rate this. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Noah's preferred way of dying is getting hung.
Right. If we're going on this rank these 5 without knowing what comes next, we'll go exercises. I know you like to get into the gym.
Oh, I love the gym.
Okay. We'll start off with this exercise. Calf raises.
1 being
I love this exercise. 5 being like, I'll skip it.
You see, I like to be a well-rounded and balanced individual, unlike yourself.
1 through 5. Pick a number.
Calf races, we'll give it a 4.
4, okay. Now
I'm gonna make a note so I don't forget what number I put. Calves, 4. What else you got for me? See, you should have been prepared like I did.
No, I know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm not worried.
They're called donkey kicks.
Oh, this is what those ladies do with the cable.
Yeah, donkey kicks or fire hydrant, something
yeah,
like that.
That's a 5.
That's a
I've
5.
never done that in my life.
Okay.
DK 5.
Now let's go with I don't know, traps like
Shoulder shrugs.
shrugs. Yeah.
That's a 3. It's a
3?
solid 3. We do those.
All right.
Shrugs.
And I don't know, for this next one, neck pulls.
Neck pull.
Yeah. You want to
Formula 1 racer?
I don't know. You didn't know what was coming next, huh?
I feel like you're making it up on the spot. I guess we'll give that a 2.
A 2, okay. And now the last one, hip thrusts.
Oh, you know what? That's good. That's good. I would have switched around the shrugs with the. I would have switched neck pulls with the calves, and then that would have been a solid list.
So you do hip thrusts?
I personally don't, but I've done it in my previous programs.
Maybe you should
no,
add it into your program.
I'm good.
What are your Mount Rushmore of casino gambling games?
Well, considering the fact that I only know 3 games,
okay.
They'll all be on Mount Rushmore. Because how many there is? Is 4 heads? 5 heads?
5.
5 heads. Right.
Can you name them?
Washington.
Okay.
Lincoln.
Okay.
Jeff Bezos.
You just want him to pick up your package, don't you?
Yeah, that's not important. We're not a history channel here.
How many continents are there?
So,
you don't know how many continents there are?
no, I'm thinking. What was the question?
How many continents are
no,
there?
No, before that was the question.
The Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
How many presidents?
Who did you want me to put on? No, before that.
Oh, you know what? How many states are there in the United States?
50.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 for 3 is not that bad.
33.33%.
Let's ask a couple more questions because these get degrees.
Well, that's true. But also, what was your initial question?
What is your Mount Rushmore of gambling games?
Oh, well, we'd say Texas Hold'em,
Okay,
blackjack,
poker.
and slot.
Okay, slot games. What kind of slot games?
The one that you go ching.
Any names?
Nah, I got no names.
Puff and Puff, or
you sound like a gambling addict. Do we need to get you help?
Would you like to sponsor me?
No, absolutely not. Oh my goodness! Cracked my screen protector. Hey, I hate the new iPhone with the case, the thing. They made it. The camera's like bulbed out more than the phone. So now every time I put it down, it smacks it. I have a case on it. Everything.
Why are you putting it down on the back? You have to put it face down.
Because I don't get notifications on the back of my phone, do I?
Okay, you have an Apple Watch, don't you? You don't get notifications since your Apple Watch?
Okay, fine. But also, like in the gym, I'm not tossing it.
Well, I throw it.
Yeah.
Well, I have an OtterBox. I'll yeet that thing 300 yards within the gym. Hopefully, it doesn't smash into anyone. But like, okay, I'm gonna take you back to what is it now? 6 years, 7 years almost. We used to work at a warehouse.
Oh my God.
Now, you moved up and you got put in your own area. I was put on the floor.
By the way, I stopped coming into work for like 3 weeks because my knees were hurting from walking around all day in the warehouse.
But then you got your own office. Yeah, that was the day.
They're like, okay, well, you can do lighting for us in the back office. You'll have your own office and we'll pay you more. Like, sounds like a good deal to me. Should have taken off a lot sooner.
Yeah, meanwhile, you got me this job.
You're welcome.
I mean,
you needed the cash.
It wasn't. Let me explain to you the interview process for me. Your boss told you, hey, you said to your boss, hey, my brother's looking for a job. Are you looking for people? He's like, yeah, have him come in and we'll interview him. I come in that day. He's like, okay, so you're hired. I'm like, what do you mean I'm hired? What's the interview? He's like, oh, no, just fill out this paperwork and you start today. I'm like, what do you mean start today? What am I doing? What am I signing up for? Like, oh, you'll be packing, loading and packing. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So that's besides the point. Okay, so
sounds like it was the point.
So I start off with loading FedEx and UPS trucks with the product that we're selling. There's a couple different stations. There's the receiving end, so they receive what people want. Then they print it for the pickers. The pickers will pick whatever the product is, chairs, couches, whatever, and they bring it to the packers. The packers put it in the boxes and put the label on it, and then it gets to the final area, which is myself and this other employee that we'll call
the Flash.
We'll call the Flash. We'll explain why he's called the Flash in a little bit.
He's
but
his name was. He was very slow. He tried cleaning wooden pallets.
Stop. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's get ahead of ourselves.
No.
I'm growing great beard hairs here. Your story is so slow.
You have to explain it a little bit.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
So I'm a loader. We load the boxes in. Okay.
I'm sure you are.
We deal with a lot. We deal with a lot of pallets at this facility, this warehouse. So there's from time to time some pallets that are broken. So we have a broken pile of these pallets. Now this employee, we'll name him Jeremy, was dragging a pallet to the broken pallet pile.
Flash.
The Flash, yeah. Flash was dragging this pallet. So I'm like, hey, Flash, what's wrong with the pallet? And he turns to me, he's like, oh, I don't know. It's a little bit dirty. I'm like, oh, Flash. So it's dirty, so it's not broken? It's like, oh, no, it's just a little bit dirty. I guess we can still use it. I'm like, what planet are you from?
Can't believe this actually happened.
This is just, I felt like if any of you have seen The Office, you see how like it's filmed and everything from the Office perspective. So I felt like I was in a spin-off called The Warehouse. Everything that happens in the warehouse. There was one point in time we finished all the orders for the day. There was still 3 hours left of the workday. And apparently you can't just be like chilling and waiting for orders. They're like, yeah, go ahead, clean the warehouse. So I'm walking around with the Flash and then these other 2 temps. And they're like, yo, let's give each other nicknames. I'll be shooter number 1, you be shooter number 3, you be shooter number 4. I'm like, cool, I get to be shooter number 4. I'm just like, what am I living? Is this literally the warehouse? Like, which episode is this of The Office spinoff? You have any, you want to explain why he got it?
You're not just taking this all in here. It's a wild story. Yeah, I miss those days, honestly. I remember, first of all, the day started at 6 a.m. Work was at 6 a.m. We never made it at 6 a.m.
The day started for everybody else at 6 a.m. We always showed up at 7.
Yeah, we showed up at 7.
And then left
because
at
it was
the
a
same
Jewish
time.
company, we were there for 10-15 minutes, and then we would go Daven Shachris, make a minion.
Of course.
So that was nice.
On the clock, of course.
Obviously.
Oh, there was this one guy that worked at the packing area. He was like there's like different lanes. Let's say there's, I don't remember his name, but let's say there's 7 lanes. So he's in the 7th lane, like doing his own thing. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but the Flash did something or said something or whatever, and he just lost his shit. He's like, are you kidding me? It's so simple. You take the box, you put it on the pallet, that's it. And then the Flash is like, oh, I guess you're right. Like, low-key, the Flash sort of resembles Jeffrey Dahmer, and like he gave me that vibe a little bit sometimes.
Yo, can we get snacks on this podcast? I'm freaking hungry. Yo, if you're watching and you want to sponsor us, how do they get in touch with us?
Nobody's sponsoring us. You have anything else to talk about, or?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, so let's wrap it up with one more talking point.
By the way, for those listeners out there, this is episode 1.
Yeah, I don't know if we made that clear in the beginning, but yeah, this is episode 1.
Oh, speaking of episode 1, you know who I ran into into at Costco the other day.
Yeah, you told me.
The Costco guys.
How
do we get them on this podcast?
I don't know. We'll reach out to them at some point. But I'm just saying, like, they say they're the Costco guys, but
we're the OG Costco guys, bro. Our garage was Costco.
We have everything Kirkland. My shampoo, my conditioner, water,
toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, baby wipes,
paper towels, toilet paper,
snacks, chicken,
forks, knives, spoons, plates.
Our motto growing up, honestly to this day, is if Costco doesn't have it, you don't need it.
It's true.
Should make a shirt.
My wife always tells me, it's like, why do you need to buy in bulk? It's like, what do you mean, why do I need in bulk? Why do I need to go to the store every 5 minutes to get stuff? Like, oh my gosh, I just finished all my toilet paper. How do I wipe now?
When you're sitting on the john and all the toilet paper's gone, don't linger. Use your finger. So what were you saying before I distracted you?
Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up now, but this is our first podcast of Brotherly Conversations. If you have any comments or any talking points,
I think we need a new name.
The first episode. Fine. We'll call it Brotherly Conversations for now. If you have a better name, share it in the comments. What should we call it? What should our next topics be about? We'll give our honest impressions about different things, whether or not you want to hear it.
Can't wait to comment on this podcast.
You guys suck.
Please stop.
Please stop. You were in it. I hate you guys.
Guys, I'm chained to my chair in case you didn't know.
Chained is a strong word. I don't like that word. It's more of
zip tie.
I like zip ties. Metaphorically zip tied to his chair.
It's not a metaphor.
Pretty serious. No. The brand of the zip tie is called Metaphorically.
Oh. I'm tired, man.
All right, well, I have been Noah, and this has been...
You're no longer Noah?
No, I don't know.
After this podcast, you're changing your name.
How should we end the podcast?
Thanks for losing brain cells with us. This is Dumb and Dumber.
That was so cringy.
Oh, but this whole podcast has been squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. Okay, well,
we'll let you know on how we should end the podcast in a later podcast. But until then, enjoy the